Welcome to the Empower Her Wellness Podcast. I'm Morgan, and I'm thrilled to be your host and wellness coach as we navigate the path to a healthier, more confident you. As the owner of Get Fit With Me, I bring years of experience in personal training, nutrition, and coaching to each episode. Join me as we explore practical tips and strategies for fitness, nutrition, mindset, and more, all tailored for busy women just like you. Let's empower your wellness journey and achieve lasting transformation together. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to an episode of the Empower Her Wellness Podcast. I'm your host and coach, Morgan Ekovich. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to dive into some of these transitions we feel as the seasons change. Anytime there is a season change, we tend to have a change in schedule. It is normal. And as soon as we feel like we're ready to go, we're in the rhythm, it changes because that's just what it does. As we're moving into summer, we're going to first talk about exercise and strength training. One of the things that I run into myself as well as with my clients is that, I don't want to strength train because I'm stuck inside. It's so nice out. I feel guilty if I'm not outside enjoying the sun. I get it. Guilty. I'm like, I won't do it today. I'll just go for a walk instead. I do so many walks in the summer. And not that walking is bad. Walking is very important. But at the same time, we don't want to lose that strength training portion. So here are a few things that you can do to keep that strength training up. If you are somebody who goes to the gym and you are an hour plus gym goer, it's a lot of time inside. Think about how can you make your workouts more effective. Maybe you can do some compound moves. Maybe you can do some supersets. Maybe you can add some tempo. You can take shorter rest periods. I work with clients one-on-one to help create those programs for them. And all the programs I write are 30 minutes in length, give or take, if we incorporate that warm-up or cool-down, because some clients have their own warm-up and cool-down they like to do. But I try to keep out all those workouts 30 to 45 minutes absolutely max. So with that, think about, can we shorten our strength training workouts in the summer and still be effective so you don't feel that guilt of, I'm just missing out on all the beautiful weather. I don't have time for it. There's so many awesome things going on. I'll just skip that workout. I'll just go for a walk. Because we don't want to replace all of our strength training workouts with walking. We still need that strength training. Option 2, join a class, inside, outside. What I am running, check it out if you're local. If you're not local, check out your community pages. I can guarantee somebody is running some sort of boot camp in the park. Take advantage of those. It's an awesome opportunity to meet new people, get outside and get the best bang for your buck, gain strength, and find a community. Number 3, I have a client where we've been trying to get strength workouts in, and it's literally just been her and I trying to figure out what that new battle rhythm looks like with the nicer weather. She's like, I just hate going to the basement. It's so gloomy. It's not where I want to go. So we've brought her weights upstairs. We put them in the living room next to her patio outside so that she can go. I said, if it's a beautiful morning, take your weights outside. Go do your workout outside. Or if it's raining, do it in your living room where there is sunlight. So often we do have our gyms in our basement, but when the weather is so nice, it's hard to want to go down into that dark, gloomy basement, even though you know you're going to feel 100 times better at the end of that workout. Bring your weights up, put them in your living room, use them on your patio. I do so many garage workouts in the summer. Even when my big window is open and that sun is shining in, it feels stuffy in the house. So I will carry my stuff out to the garage. I'll pop that garage door open and I'll do it either out in the driveway or in the garage itself. So if you have a spot in your garage this summer, maybe you move your gym out there. Get some of that sunlight. Incorporate a walk with that strength training. If strength training tends to be less fun in the summer because you feel like you're missing out on the beautiful weather, incorporate the beautiful weather into your strength training workouts. I'm going to trickle into all exercise here. If you're somebody who's a big elliptical person, take a break from the elliptical this summer and take your bike out, or you take your rollerblades out, or you go for a walk, or you go for a run. Use the beautiful weather we have. If you hate the humidity and the heat, get up in the morning and go. Wait till after dinner to go, but still enjoy it because there's so many benefits we get from fresh air, vitamin D, and just getting outside in nature. So with these changes, it's okay to shorten your workouts. Be intentional. I'm just going to do a 15-minute AMRAP on my porch this morning, and that's going to be my strength training. That is what my schedule allows, and sounds fun. Make exercise fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be punishment or anything like that. Now, when it comes to nutrition, Summer is hard for me. If I'm not intentional with my nutrition at the start of the day, I feel guilty saying yes to fun things at the end of the day, knowing they're going to be more indulgent. What that means for me, at least, is if I didn't really eat breakfast, which barely happens, but every once in a while life happens and I don't really eat a breakfast. Lunch, I had something quick and on the go because I ended up being out, and then all of a sudden I get invited to dinner and I'm like, I really just want a home-cooked meal. I want to feel good. I don't want to go eat out, but I do want to go and I want that social aspect. Two things I can do. I can go to the restaurant, I can get a salad, or I can go to the restaurant, I can enjoy and pick something that I really do love and just know that today wasn't my best day and I'll try to be better tomorrow. So if you ever find yourself in that situation, work your way through it that way. What I do now, knowing that it's coming into summer, I am super intentional. I got to make sure that I've got a really solid breakfast every morning. I have time to make myself breakfast. I've managed to make my breakfast in about 7 minutes. So I know that I need to have my breakfast, which means I need to go grocery shopping and I need to make sure I've got all the things on hand that I need to have that breakfast. If I know I'm going to be gone or I will not be able to cook, then I always have things in my freezer that I can easily rewarm or pop in the toaster. Protein pancakes, protein waffles, mini quiches, breakfast burritos. I always have things in my freezer that will take less than 7 minutes to warm up, but that still is going to get me that high protein filling breakfast that my body needs to get the day started. Then it comes to lunchtime. I always make sure that at lunch I'm getting a vegetable. Because if you ever get to that evening and you do get asked out and you're like, I want pasta, I don't want a vegetable, I don't want a salad, then you can go ahead and have that and not feel guilty. Because a lot of times we hold guilt when we're trying to reach goals. I'm trying to hit my fiber goal. I'm trying to make sure I get enough vegetables. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting enough protein. If we can front load those things that our body needs, it gives us the opportunity for flexibility and for us to feel good rather than, I should order that salad. Who cares what you should do? If you've front loaded and you've planned for your day and you've planned for spontaneousness, I don't even know if that one's a word. Go ahead and order whatever you want. Within your intentions, you can still find really good tasting foods that still help you reach your goals. It's not like it's a free pass, it's a cheat time. No, find something in between, but isn't just a boring salad. I love a good salad. Well, sometimes it's just not what we're feeling. Be intentional about your nutrition from the start every single day. Maybe you're like, oh, I got invited to brunch. Great. Make brunch that fun, indulgent, spontaneous time. And then be intentional with your lunch and dinners. It's all about that 80-20. It's about being intentional. Figuring out, this is what happened today. This is how I need to respond. And this is how I can plan for when it happens next time. And it's not going to be perfect 100% of the time. Aim for 80%. We're going to quick little move into water. Carry a reusable water bottle with you. This is a 36 ouncer because I drink 3 of these and it's perfect. If I drink more, awesome, but 3 is my goal. I used to have a gallon water bottle. I just got tired of lugging it around. Those Stanleys are nice, but they leak. This one doesn't leak. Find something you can throw in your passenger seat. You can throw in a backpack. You can throw in your stroller that you don't have to keep upright. There's enough other things that we need to be worrying about rather than making sure our water doesn't fall over and spill all over everything. So we've talked about exercise and how you can stay on track with that strength training. We've talked about your nutrition. We've talked about your water. Let's talk about your sleep. I want to remind you that with it being later out, you may need to change your environment a little bit. If you know in the summer you tend to get less sleep because it's brighter out for longer periods of time, maybe this year invest in some blackout curtains so that you can go to bed at a reasonable time. It's not too bright and you can actually start to fall asleep. So a lot of times we do tend to stay up later because there's things going on or that sunlight. So invest in a set of blackout curtains. I think I got mine from Meijer like 8 years ago, but something like that. I've had them for a long time. They're great. We keep them in the bedroom, and I have one now, the one above our bed, I always keep shut, and then the one on the side of our bed, I'll sometimes shut, sometimes not, depending on the time that we head to bed. So keep that in mind. Think about your environment. Are you staying up later, and are you still getting up at that same early time? If so, try to think about changing your environment so that you can go to bed sooner so that you're not losing sleep this summer on top of all of the crazy busyness. Okay, so last thing, as we are moving into summer and routines and things are changing, I've mentioned this in previous episodes, but it's a really important aspect that I use in my life every single day. And a lot of my clients use it. Plan tomorrow today. This looks different for every single person I've taught this to. For me, at the end of my workday, I take a look at my calendar and what does work look like tomorrow? And I open up my ClickUp, my productivity and time management app, and I make sure I have anything that has to happen tomorrow as a task. I have it on for tomorrow's task list. Tonight, I am going to open up my calendar at the end of the workday and figure out what do I need to do tomorrow. After dinner, before bed, I pull open that calendar again and I look at the entire day. I look at my morning, my work, and my evening. Mike and I have a conversation. Hey, do you have anything tomorrow? Any late night networking things? What's going on? Put it on your calendar. Just get it on the calendar. So I will take a look and I'll say, he'll be like, oh, I got a networking thing from 5 to 6. I will color code it in a different color. I'm not going to it, but I know that's typically when we eat dinner that we're either going to eat before or we're going to eat separate, and he's going to do his thing and I'm going to do my thing. For me, that's planning, because sometimes knowing when you're going to eat dinner with your spouse or your family is the biggest stressor. So I look at my life and I say, okay, what is happening in the morning before work? I've committed to going to the gym, or I've committed to going down to the garage and doing an outdoor workout. Make sure that's on the calendar. I'm planning for that. I may be setting up my workout gear. I may be putting my tennis shoes in a good location. I have my routine, but these are things that my clients do. They set out their exercise gear. They fill their water. I fill my water bottle and I keep it on the counter. I preload the coffee maker in the morning 95% of the time, unless I'm doing a latte. So when I wake up in the morning, I can get dressed, I can do my morning routine, and I can get going. Evening time, same thing. I've got a thing at 4, which means workday really ends at 3, so I can change, get in the car, and be to the thing by 4. Awesome. Now I've planned for that. We've got 2 different things. Where's dinner fitting in? So I am already planning for tomorrow. I'm planning for all the things that are going to go right, and I'm planning for all the things that could possibly hit the fan. Because if we are going through life and saying, oh, everything's going to go according to plan, things are never going to go awry. It's not realistic. You're going to be stressed out, overwhelmed. It's going to feel like life is just taking a poop on you every single day. Be really aware and conscious of what your day looks like. This allows you to say, when somebody asks you tomorrow, hey, do you want to go do this? You already know what your calendar looks like, and you've had time to think about, if somebody asks me to do something, am I going to say yes or no? Doesn't mean you have to follow through, but it starts getting you to think about it. Sometimes if I've had plans cancel because a girlfriend's gotten sick or something, and I've already said, like, great, I'm going to stay home, I'm going to get work done, and then a different plan comes up, I will say no to that, because I've already reworked my schedule in my mind and I've already recommitted to something. But planning tomorrow today, having an idea of what is happening, is going to keep the summers less stressful and overwhelming. You're going to be able to accomplish things. You're going to feel like, I know what the hell is going on. Like, we are all on the same page here. Big family calendar. The more you guys can all see what's happening in each other's lives, what you're eating, where you need to be, who is taking who, the less likely you are to be stressed, overwhelmed, anxious, not be able to sleep. You're less likely to skip your workouts, and you're more likely to eat better. We covered a lot today, and that was kind of my intention, to cover a lot, because it's a transition episode. It's almost summer. I'm so excited. As we wrap up, check out our Facebook group. It's in the show notes. You can get accountability from me for the summer. If you're like, Morgan, I'm going to do 3 strength training workouts, make a post. I'll hold you accountable. Until next time, I'll talk to you all soon.
Thank you for tuning in to the Empower Her Wellness podcast. I hope you found today's episode inspiring and packed with actionable tips. Remember, your journey to becoming the strongest, most confident version of yourself is just beginning. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and join our community of empowered women. Until next time, stay strong and stay confident.